What's up, guys? I'm Jones.
And I'm Man. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight we're jonesing on Qui Tequila. Alright, so I hope this is the key to much happiness and success, Jones. This is Qui Tequila. Shots out. Jones didn't want to be named, but we do appreciate it. Not just for giving us a bottle, because it's an awesome bottle, but also just, sticking with us as somebody who just watches everything and really is just in tune. I think he ordered a bunch of stuff and tried it. So super cool. And we're going to try it and toast to you, homie. So this is Qui Tequila. It is an extra añejo tequila. I think it's about 60, 70 bucks.
Okay.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. There is one that's like 400, but that's the rare. And did you happen to find out anything else about it while I pop this thing open?
What the little information I did find out is that it's a extra añejo that is aged for 3.5 years in Bordeaux barrels. So that's kind of strange for me a little bit. And then it is distilled. It is redefined or filtered 9 times, and then redistilled a 3rd time, which is very interesting, and also how they get it to look clear to be an extra añejo.
Yep. So I think they call it a platinum or a platino. A lot of tequila manufacturers call them cristalinos or claros. Don Julio 70 calls it a claro. But I think it's big in the tequila world. The tequila aficionados frown upon it. And I get it. Ooh, it smells good. I get it because, hey, why would you think about whiskey when you barrel age it and you give it that life or that experience that it gets from being in the barrel? Why would you then strip that out? Well, one of the things I saw about this was that, a lot of times with tequila, and I can't remember the word that they call, but there's a word for the bite that tequila has, and that can be off-putting for some people. And Qui's purpose of clarifying the tequila is to provide a much smoother, more palatable experience for the drinker. And I as a drinker, I can appreciate that. Yeah. So I don't knock platinos or cristalinos or any of those. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Plain and simple.
Pretty simple.
So let's click them and drink them. Ooh. Okay.
Let's go ahead and before it sits on the rocks a little too long. Let's
Click them and drink them. Okay. Got me a couple good sips in there, swishing it around. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first. You can go first.
I find the nose really pleasant, really inviting. You got to get in there deep to get any alcohol. The first sip, the sip was good, but I still felt some heat in there. I said, okay, well, maybe once I get to on the rocks, that heat is going to, kind of die down on it. And so let me go back. It a little. I think it tapers it down a bit, but there's still some heat to it. Where I think my issue is not my issue. I think where my stumble is coming from is I expected, with all the clarification and everything that's been done to it, I expected it to be a lot more palatable, a lot more smoother, a lot more easier to drink than it is initially. What about you?
I'll start with the nose. The nose is so reminiscent of the El Baso Blanco to me.
Yeah.
So it got me really excited. And then as I sip it, To me, it sips a lot like a Blanco, which is kind of surprising, but it has like a lot of black pepper notes, which is strange for a tequila for me.
For especially an aged tequila.
Yeah, well, I think because it's the aging in the Bordeaux cask might be what gives it that strange. And I had to look again to see if it was 100% agave or if it was 100% blue agave. Because strangely enough, I don't get the typical tequila or agave taste from this tequila.
Yeah.
I get the weird, like, why am I getting a weird pepper or spice from this tequila?
Yeah.
So far as proofage, at 80 proof, it does have a higher feel. It feels more like the typical 100 proof whiskeys that I enjoy. But it's not harsh. It's not horrible.
Yeah.
Overall, I would probably rank this somewhere around a 3.25.
Okay. Yeah. And I think that was partially my initial shock. And the reason why I wanted to taste it a little bit more is because I was expecting it with all the distillation that's happening and everything I was expecting it to be a lot smoother than it is. You know, when I think about Herradura, you know, it has that little splash of agave in there. A Don Julio 70, you know, that smoothness that comes about with it. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. I don't think it's bad at all. I think the bottle's super cool.
Oh, yeah.
I can drink this. I enjoy drinking it.
Yeah.
I almost kind of feel like either I'm gonna have to chill it or I want to try and mix it some. Which to me, kind of my initial thoughts of that says, oh well, why I don't want to have to mix an extra añejo like that, you know. So that's my off-puttingness about it. But I mean, it's good.
I think slightly chilled is gonna be really good.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It needs a good chilling, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. Okay, but I mean, it's not bad at all. I think it's a decent tequila.
Yeah.
$60. What do you think?
I think it fits into that $60
Okay.
range. It's a good find at $60.
Okay.
I think it's a good value, great taste at that value, at that price range. And like I said, normally, at least for me, I've realized that most really good tequilas, I'm going to pay at least $50 for.
Yeah. You're right. I give you that. And all the ones I named are in that same range, $55, $60. So yeah. And I guess if you consider that this is an extra añejo, which is
That's
I
an
think
amazing
this was what 3 years, 3.5 years old. Yeah. So all right. This is definitely one I'm gonna want to revisit and spend some more time with. I was kind of, I'll be the first person to say I was kind of expecting a little bit more. So that leaves me a little disappointed. But overall, it's a good tequila for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a good one to share with friends. And stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I really appreciate definitely raise your glass to our Joneses for supporting us, all Joneses for supporting us, but also for providing us this awesome bottle to taste and try.
And the wonderful sticks.
And the one that you're gonna be
about to partake in
pretty soon. But as always, check out Prestige Decanters. If you're in need of an awesome decanter or some fantastic glassware, I keep saying I'm gonna order some and I haven't. Just been too busy. And also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and a little TikTok. As long as TikTok's still here, and this time it might not even exist anymore by the time you see this video, but we'll know what happens. But as always, clink 'em and drink 'em, and we'll see you next time.
Jones and Mann.